Hello, hello. I thank you, the purposefully minded person, for stopping by one more time. And if you are new, you are welcome here. There is a saying, learn from your own mistakes. But I say to you, learn from other people's mistakes. You know why? Because some mistakes that we may make may be so detrimental that we are not able to pick up the pieces. By the time we realize that those actions were actually mistakes, it may be too late to even attempt to pick up the pieces. So I say to you, learn from other people's mistakes. You know, there is a tendency in some society, especially the African society, that if I have my kids, I sacrifice for my kids, I make sure that my kids are well in the society. When I grow old, I will not have to worry. There is a tendency in those society, they see children as investment. I have to invest on my kids so that I can get the return on my investment in my older years. If you are thinking that, let me tell you that you may be wrong. In fact, if you are thinking that if you care for your kids, you ensure that your kids are well, when you get old, those kids will turn around and care for you. Let me tell you that you are very, very wrong. Indeed, children are our responsibilities. Even Bible says in Proverbs 13:22 that a good man leaves inheritance for his children. So as a parent, your children are your responsibilities. It is your responsibility to care for them. It is your responsibility to coach them. It is your responsibility to instill in them values. It is your responsibility to make sure that they go to good school, that they become valuable in the society, that they become valuable in the society. It is your responsibility. But don't you please make the mistake of thinking that as you are doing so, when you get old, your children will be around. Your children will care for you financially and any other way. As you are caring for the kids, please put something aside for your retirement. Prepare for your own retirement yourself. I heard this saying before that do not expect anything from anybody. And I will add, don't expect anything from anybody, even your own children. You know, I just heard a story of someone that sacrificially gave their lives, ensure that their only son is doing well. And now they are old, and the son and the wife, they don't even care for the person. And the disappointment is at the highest level. Why? They are disappointed because they did not put something aside for themselves in their younger days. They did not put something aside for themselves for their older years. So please, let me tell you that it is important to care for the kids. And as we are doing so, we also have to think about our older years when we get old and put something, do something for our own retirement. Do something for your own retirement. In some societies, you will even be lucky if the kids don't put you in a care home, if your kids don't put you in nursing homes. And sadly, the only time they will visit you in that nursing home is when it's your birthday or Father's Day or Mother's Day. They will come around with flowers, with cards, and spend like 15-20 minutes, and they are gone. Sometimes, can we even blame the kids? We cannot blame the kids. I'm not saying they are right. And ethically, they are not obligated to care for you in your older years. They are not obligated. They are not obligated to care for you in their older years. You are not their responsibility. But then when they were kids, they were your responsibilities. So it is wrong for a parent to think that, well, my children are my investment. Please, let us learn from other people's mistakes. Let us learn from other people's mistakes. Like I was saying, sometimes you can't even blame the kids, because they too, they have their own problems. They have their own issues. They have their own children to care for. They have their own bills to pay. So for a parent to now turn around and put pressure, such pressure on the kids, you know, it's become unethical to me. It's become unethical to me. So let us care for them and prepare for our retirement. That when we do get old, if they come around, fine. If they still care for us, financially and other ways, fine. If they don't do, we are okay, because we have prepared for our older years. Like I always say, wisdom is profitable to direct. And I long to see you soon. Stay purposefully minded. Bye-bye.